Hey guys, this is Drake with Octane, and in this video we wanted to show off another Defy rhythm track with a Newton head on it. This is another installation at Trinity Church in Cedar Hill, Texas. Octane did the original AV design and install in this building, and we're back demoing the Defy rhythm track. And so I wanted to make a video and talk a little bit about it, how we have it set up, and again, some of the more flexibility that we get out of this system. So let's start actually at the track down here. So this is the Defy rhythm track. In this position, it's actually mounted on the floor instead of in the air. Really cool that you can mount it upside down, on wall, or on the floor. So for this quick demo, because we're in and out in a couple days, we put it on the floor. We're using Defy's 36-inch fixed riser because of the position that we're in. It works great for us. The sled powers everything. There's two batteries in here, powers the wireless, the camera, the head. It does it all. Can run it for a few hours. It's fantastic. So if we go up from their riser, we have on here a Newton head that we're using for pan, tilt, focus, iris, zoom. So basically controls the whole camera. It controls the lens and gives us all the creativity and the style and the shots that we want to get. We are running a red Komodo, the Stormtrooper version, and a Canon 17-120 cinema zoom on this. And this head allows us to control this lens with the built-in Canon servos, which is kind of a plus. So we have it up here on the balcony, and Trinity has quite a large facility. So the idea with this shot is that we can capture the big room wide, but as on top of that, it has a 17-120, so we can get nice wide shots of the entire room, and we can get some nice tight shots of the stage, some mid shots, some audience reaction stuff, all remote operated from the rhythm and from the Newton head, which makes this shot kind of ideal in a large facility like this when you have a lot of people. This position lets us get some foreground. It lets us get a lot of the room. You can almost see the entire room from this position. Plus, it's on 80 feet of track. So I have 80 feet, and this thing can get up to about 6 miles an hour in that 80 feet, which is pretty crazy. It just gives me a lot of latitude. There's a lot of foreground. It looks pretty incredible. The cool thing with this, fully wireless, it can be wired, but this setup is fully wireless, and the operator can be remote. Currently, our operator's about 25 feet away, but this could be in another room, another facility, fully wireless, have full control, which is super cool. But let's go take a look at the controls. Okay, so we're over here about 25 feet away from our rhythm track at our control station. Now, we have two controllers. We have the Defy pulse controller, which this controller here, it actually controls the back and forth movement of it. I can set my end stops. I can tune it, do everything with the pulse controller. And then this guy here, this is the Newton head controller. So this gives me pan, tilt, focus, iris, and zoom, all from this controller right here. And then I currently, because it's a demo, I just have a small monitor. Here's my shot. It's not pretty, but this is, again, a demo, not an installation. So we're trying to be quick. So it can look a little messy. Okay, so one of the really cool things with the rhythm track, again, is the auto modes and the automation that's built into it. So if we go over here to our pulse controller and we go to auto modes, boomerang, and in repeater, we can turn it on. And repeater, active. Now we can go home and I can dial in the speed just with the speed knob here. So I have it at about 14%, 16%. And now the really cool thing is that the track is moving on its own for me, and I can take over whenever I want. So I have the foot pedal controls, I have the joystick control, but I also have the automation built in, which saves on fatigue, and it also helps get those really, really, really slow shots that you want to get that are kind of hard to achieve with your hands or your feet, which is really fantastic. But then that auto mode gives me the ability to just control focus, pan, tilt, that whole thing on the Newton controller, and I can really focus in on what I want to do with the head. And so as you can see kind of on this LCD here, is that the track is actually, it's moving on its own for me. I'm not touching the track at all, and it's tracking and getting the shot that I want to get. And that's where the rhythm track with the automation built in is really, really key. It comes in clutch. It makes the system really, really nice.